And in the back I did them. And this is our setup, which is not finished yet. This is our toilet section.
Oh, well, it works.
With our shower pan in here, goes all the way through. And then the shower is designed that it's going to recollect its water, pump it up, filter, UV filter, reheat, and keep on pumping basically. So that's what we're doing. This is our bedroom section, where the kids sleep and we sleep as well. So this is for the kids, and we sleep here above the engine.
Yeah.
Some extra storage over here. This is the kids' seats, which all came from a salvaged RV. They have seat belts, so that's all kind of nice to have that taken care. And then here I retrofitted this emergency hatch with a piece of window and coating, so to get more light in here.
Oh, nice.
And so that this is also my access to the roof, to anything. Yeah. So I don't like the ladders on the back because other people can climb on your roof also.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
And so this is it's a little unhandy, but you know you can step, and then you'll be on the roof.
You care if I pop this up to
look?
look?
Sure, go for it.
Papa, have you seen the
No, I have not seen the clear tape. But maybe Mom knows where it is.
Oh, sorry.
So that's there's also floor heat under here, but you can still see a little bit because I haven't completely sealed it off. If you come on this side, I'll lift that floor up.
Okay.
Oh, you found it. Cool deal. You can see here the spreaders and the PEX piping.
Oh, so you got radiant too?
Radiant tube is in here. And it's very simple and very cost effective because tube is cheap, and the spreaders you can make them yourself, and even if you buy them, it's cheap.
Yeah.
A good friend of us, Chris on Schoolly.net, who's in the HVAC, advised us that this would not be enough energy what we can get from the floor to get it really warm.
Yeah.
So we added a heat coil below it and outfitted that with recycled computer fans. So to get less noise and less power draw because they're more efficient in general than the normal fans.
So you got it running through kind of an air heat exchanger.
Yep. So
also with it.
So this is what I get. There's 4 fans running.
And it does you just nice out here? Or?
Yeah, we can stay comfortable over here with freeze up till a little bit below freezing.
Below freezing, cool.
And that's and of course then we have here double blinds which have the double cellular design, so they insulate pretty good. And we lay them in to kind of reduce the draft. So I still have to finish this up, that I reduce the draft on the bottom. In the back we have the double windows, so that's already what we did over there. There's still some insulation to do. I mean, I have still huge gaps over here, as you can see, but it's taped off right now.
Oh, it's still work in progress.
And so, and then I didn't insulate behind this this duct work yet, so that's kind of like what I did on that side. So we have an AC system on the roof.
That's nice.
Can be, depending, and the driving heat, so the bus heat itself when you're driving on the road, is also in the roof.
Okay.
All the computers and all the stuff I ripped out because it was not compatible with what we were doing, so I went back to 4 switches to turn the heat system on that side on, or heat system on this side on, or both. But of course these fans are big squirrel cage fans. They draw power like you wouldn't want to use on the
only when you're driving or
on your drive, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that's this section. I can show you a little bit on the outside.
Sure. Let me ask you this: would you do another transit bus again?
So far I have not. I mean, like what the normal story is, everybody's worried about ground clearance. Well, we came from Pennsylvania up to a quartz site without any problems.
Okay.
You definitely have limitations, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So you want to be aware and careful. We spent $4,700 on this bus, 48 maybe. I put 6 new tires on it, used tires. That set me back $700. And now I have nice tires, all steer. That means all rethreadable and all pretty safe. The solar stuff was all used, 20 years old, so it was very, very cheap and coming from eBay. So I think I have less than $10,000 in this whole bus so far.
That's pretty good.
And so yeah, because the heating and there's money there, but it's not a whole lot by just recycling and trying to make the best out of it. These were actually lamps from Walmart lamps, so these standard things which have 5 or 6 different color lamps out of it, which was laying on the side of the road, and we cut that off and outfitted them with 24-volt LED lights and split them out, so that's why we have a green one and a white one, a red one and a blue one.
Well, they work though.
And yeah, they work fine.
And you got lots of books too. I see you got plenty of storage for that.
Yep.
You have any trouble driving it, or does
It's very easy to drive. Very, very easy to drive.
Is it like a large truck? Or
I don't know. It's very smooth. It's all airbags. So it's kind of like after we all converted it, there's not so much rattling going on anymore. I mean, there's not roads where you don't have rattling, but it's kind of like it's good. Very nice. Very easy to drive. For me, at least. That's an. I mean, you have to get used to everything, and you have to be careful a little bit. This bus runs 55 miles an hour at about 2,000 RPM.
okay.
That's in the 5th gear. I have not released the 6th gear yet, so I expect if I get somebody with a computer in who can work on these engines specifically on these buses, that I can do something like 65, 70 at 2,300 RPM in 6th gear.
Okay.
But I wouldn't want to go that fast. That's kind of like, for me, that wouldn't be good. We get about 9 to 10 miles a gallon. That's towing the Cherokee behind us. So great, not great, but not bad either, I think.
And for the audience, what kind of engine and transmission do you get?
This is an Allison B300R, which is a really nice transmission because there's a retarder in it. So you go downhill, you just touch the brakes, and what it does, it relays to the transmission to go in retarder mode. So you don't really use your brakes yet, but that's just the way of activating it. Other people have a handle for it. This is how you wire them. And so it releases then the energy from the retarder to the cooling system of the bus. So it's kind of like, that's get then blown out to the radiator. So you can, it's nice to go down hills and nothing gets hot or nothing gets scary or whatsoever. So that's nice from the R. It has a Mercedes 6.2 liter engine in it, an MBE 906. It has 420,000 miles on it, which is a lot. I'm not sure if it was rebuilt or not, so I do not know how good it really is, but it does not use any oil, zero. Doesn't leak any oil, zero. Starts up very fast. I mean, first shot after I replaced the fuel pump. I upgraded, maybe I should say downgraded the fuel pump from a mechanical Mercedes pump to an electrical gerotor pump, so you have more control over if I have fuel pressure or not, or have at least fuel pressure before I start starting it. So it fires up real quick.
Good.
It's quiet, very quiet.
What's the overall clearance? Do you know?
On top?
Yeah.
It's a very low bus because everything is built on to the ground. So we're lower than a normal schoolie, way lower. So I'm not sure. We didn't measure it, right? No. We just weighted it because we were curious about it. And,
About maybe 9 feet.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm 6, you're 6 probably as well.
Yeah.
So what is it? Another 3-4 feet higher?
I want to
3 feet
say
at max, I think.
10 feet at the most.
Yeah, that's I think what it is. Yeah.
It might be 9 feet. It's hard to tell from here.
Yeah, so that's cool. On the outside, so we decided for electric cooking and so on because we had no place for putting propane cylinders in it. That's one thing, at least on an easy way.
Yeah.
Second, I didn't want the extra humidity in the inside. And third, I didn't want to have mixed systems when I can do on a diesel tank, and everything is done.
Yeah, that's pretty simple with that.
So we took the rear doors out.
Well, that's it for this episode. Stay tuned for next episode, episode 3. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.